Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. Yes, as you can see earlier, I already maxed the Dark Crown, probably one of the quickest players in Clash of Clans to do that, which was hilarious. But we are going to be giving away first a gold pass on this video. All you got to do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max of one entry. All the other rules are in the pinned comment and description of the video. This is just for a quick thank you, just for all the appreciation you guys have shown me throughout these past couple weeks here, so thank you for that. But this army's cooking, guys, especially with this equipment. It doesn't work as well with ground armies. Any kind of air spam, it does great with. So I'm going to show it with dragons. I'll do an attack with dragon riders. I'll do an attack with super dragons, and you guys can check that all out for yourselves. But we've got everything loaded here. We got our blimp. Let's see if we can get our first 3 stars. So blimp, we got to be a little bit careful because we got 2 sweepers like that, but I'm not too scared actually, because I think I can just take out a decent shot here with these air defenses. And I think if I line my queen up like this, once she turns for that gold collector we fired off, roll champion at the bottom side, debt collectors out in front just to tank for her, then balloons, dragons, let's go like this, minion prince, blimp, and then just get ready to use a warden ability early. Make sure everything's in there, and then watch how I'm going to drop these clones. We're just going to have them kind of going all around here, rage them up, and then the yetis can just tank for us. At this point, we are looking pretty good. Once the troops start going down, you're going to see the minion prince's ability kick in. The one thing I really like here, why it works so well with the dark orb, is because you can pop the dark orb ability any moment you want. But because the dark crown is a passive equipment, you don't have to rely on it being clicked at a button. You can just see it as dragons go down. It gets better and better. Remember, it's 60 camp space to get the 10% boost, 120 to get the 20% boost, and then 180 troops need to go down to get the 30% boost. But as you can see, bottom side, we have a bunch of dragons up. We got dragons over here with the minion prince charged up and angry. Look at them go. Still have our queen alive, which is just kind of ridiculous. Dragons at the bottom side. Guys, I'm telling you, this army is unbelievable for how strong it is, and I think it just got better with this new equipment. Like, it is that good. Do you have to have it? No, because we've been dominating with this army without this equipment. It's not the end all be all. You can be using a different, like the henchman puppet, are totally fine. You don't have to stress there. But let's go do another attack. This time let's bring in the super dragons. Okay, now let's try it out with the super dragon version, and then we go in to the dragon riders, which you guys have been missing for a while here, but we will show them off soon. Okay, we want to set off those invisibility towers. That's the first thing we worry about when we see them. They take precedence over the air defenses and air sweepers. But watch this shot. I think I can get maybe an air defense or 2 with this. Oh, I thought I shot right through that air defense. Got unlucky there. World champion, I'm actually going to attack the opposite side. And I'm just going to go a bunch of debt collectors out in front of her. And then we're going to fly from the top side. You're probably like, why? Well, because of those sweeper positioning. I do not want to fly directly in towards them. That would be not the smartest thing I've ever done. We're going to go warden ability through this. And then we're going to go minion prince ability to just frost everything over. At this point, we are looking great. I'm going to start cloning now. And then rage it all up. Yeti should be able to clear that out. Super dragons are going to stay healthy. And then look, the sweepers are not going to bug us at all because all my super dragons are behind. Yetis did their job. They cleaned out the RC and enemy queen. The minion prince, not really too scary because the super dragons are there. Now, at this point, you're just watching your minion prince cook. Look at him. He's fired up. He's angry. He's going to take out that scatter shot. No problems there. And that invisibility tower goes. But come on, that doesn't really mean too much for us because we have only really the monolith left over that can hurt us. But we still have yetis alive, yeti mites. We have warden, super dragons. We just got to make sure we actually path towards that monolith because if we stay on the outside, eek. No, I'm joking, but we have the yetis there. The yeti might should actually maybe just be able to take down the monolith, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, they are definitely going to take it down. And then as you can see from this bottom side, the super dragons are going to do the rest of the job. So seriously, a ton of fun. I do like the equipment, but I've said this a bunch now. You don't have to stress. I'm not going to force you guys to be like, oh, this is broken, this is game breaking. No, it's not. It's actually balanced quite well. I'm impressed with how they did that. So which is kind of nice because you don't want to always just make it seem like the newest equipment is so OP that everyone needs to invest ore in it. That does get annoying, and for most players, they don't have ore saved up like I do because I spent money to get some extra. That's how you get it to overflow when you guys saw it on my previous video, if you want to check that out, when I was maxed it in less than like 20 minutes. But that's a video for the one before. But let's go into the next attack here, where we're going to be bringing out the Dragon Riders. And this is the army, I think, that got the biggest buff from the Dark Crown. Reason I say that, because the Dragon Riders obviously target just defenses. Having that minion prince boosted even more when some of them go down to get that extra damage against enemy heroes works like a charm. I'm going to show this version off with the quad clone, but then I'm also going to show it off with the 11 invis dive I used to do a lot before, and I will show you how both versions work great. And then again, that can be applied, that RC invis charge, to the dragons and super dragons as well. But let's head in here, see if we can get ourselves another sweet 3-star. So we could take out the sweepers, or we could just line up a shot and take care of some air defenses. And you know what? I'm trying to debate here. Maybe, you know what, this time I don't like the positioning too much, so I'm going to make sure we take all these. Nope, Teslas, that's fine. But let's take out these sweepers. We got both. I'm going to give my queen like 5 or so deck collectors to get out in front. I'm going to go deck collectors on that side. Royal champion ability popped. And then at this point, we're going to fly in with our Dragon Riders. Let's go like this. Minion Prince, Blimp. And then we're going to go early Warden ability, which is fine. Just make sure we head in to where we want. My Minion Prince ability, I'm going to hold off onto for right now. Pop it right there. And then let's start cloning everywhere near the Town Hall, just to take it everywhere. Hopefully we get that monolith down. That'd be sweet. And then I'm going to go Baby Dragon for cleanup. But at this point, let's just watch. Minion Prince is already raged up, which is exactly what we wanted. And look, these enemy heroes do not stand a chance. The Yetis clear out all the ground ones, but even the Minion Prince there is going to get locked onto later by the Minion Prince once he targets in there. For right now, the Dragon Riders kind of got picked off from him, like just a couple of them, but that air defense was about to go down. Just barely does not. My Royal Champion's alive, helping out my Minion Prince. They've got a little bit of a double charge going together. And then if we can, look at that Yeti coming in there to distract maybe the monolith. Minion Prince still doing a ton of damage. But we just have this backside left here, which is the monolith, which is probably the scariest thing left up here. My Minion Prince is getting very, very close to going down. But with the Baby Dragon, I think I have my queen's still alive. That's kind of crazy. But this should be a 3-star. This was really, really quick, actually. And I was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go. But the only thing I would say, though, is I noticed from this attack is I was a little bit reckless here. I could have played this a little bit better, seeing just how much time we have left over. That's not really our issue. Also, that animation for the Minion Prince is ridiculously nice. But we are actually going to sneak by this one way closer than I would have liked, because we ignored the enemy Minion Prince. But now I'm going to show this version off with the RC charge. And seriously, it is just as good. But we got our 3-star, and that's exactly what we wanted. I will see you guys in that last attack. Okay, now I'm showing off the version with the 11 invis charge. You can switch over to the healing tome. That's totally fine. I like to have in the CC 2 dragons, 3 balloons, because I'm running the stone slammer with them. Again, for the main reason, once it pops with the Dragon Riders, you can get them to help clear out enemy heroes. So let's plan this out. Let's head in for our attack here and see what we can do. Okay, invisibility tower there is not really too scary, because I can have my queen set that off. We got 2 sweepers pointing at each other. But let's just split the base here, and I think I can do that right here fine. So I'm just going to get some deck collectors out front to just do some initial tanking. Really don't have to stress too much about that. Just making sure my Royal Champion can kind of quickly get through here. We're going to get a Baby Dragon in behind for cleanup. Royal Champion should go in towards this expo now. Yeah, which is fine. And you know what? I'm actually going to path her towards the Town Hall. Make sure we take that down. And at this point, the base is done. Right here, just getting this Town Hall is going to be some insane value for us. And then for the queen, I'll see what I want to snipe out for right now. We'll see which path my Royal Champion goes. Just focus in on that. Work on your timings every 4 seconds. Push her through that, because it's going to go down due to the aura damage anyway. Royal Champion makes it towards the expo. We don't really care about the ground expo. We're going to start using the invisibilities here. I'm going to push her towards that sweeper. If I get that sweeper down, I'm a very, very happy camper. Next invisibility. Royal Champion at this point is getting a little low. I could invest one more, sure, why not? And now, at this point, let's fire off the queen shot through this. Set off that invisibility tower, and now I'm going to fly Just from the top side, I don't really care which direction I had gone from. But get the minion prints. Let's go. A naked slammer I actually might end up doing just by itself here to destroy that section. You're probably like, well, Ak, you told me you were going to just put it with the heroes. Yes, I kind of lied. Sorry, minion print shot goes off. And now that slammer can clear the back section of the base. We can rage everything up here if we want. We are probably going to end up swagging this invisibility. Or sorry, this freeze. My gosh, invisibility, Aki, what are you talking about? Just because we have so many troops still left up. If we want to use the freeze, I probably actually might need to there. Just be a little bit careful, but that was more me just playing it safe. But you love to see another 3-star. Hopefully that air defense goes down. But seeing how just beefed up the minion prince is, I'm loving it, guys. So far, really, really fun. Solid attack. Dragon Rider's still up. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. The equipment's great. Works with any of these dragon armies. Makes, oh my god, it just makes air armies better. I think this is the new meta combo for it. Like if you have it leveled up. But take that with a grain of salt, because you can actually add in the henchman puppet for it, and it's not that big of a difference. I truly do mean that. We've dominated with this army before with the henchman puppet, so just because the new equipment came in, it's not that groundbreaking where you have to throw all your ores at it. So remember to just understand that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to enter for the gold pass. Thank you so much for everything. I will see you guys again very soon. Peace out.